This is Raptor News, and I've been dreaming a hell of a lot lately. And last night I had some crazy dream. And this is what I saw in the dream right here. It was me and some guy and a couple of more people were out in the city, and we were looking at the sky. You know, we were all looking up at the sky. It looked like we were looking south. I don't know. And I can't really tell the direction we were looking in, but we were looking up at the sky. And I saw this, and this is what we were trying to make out. And I was like asking the guy next to me, were those planets? Like, we could see the moon clearly. It was out. And then, you know, to the right and the left, it seemed like we can't tell whether they clouds that were in circles or were they actual planets that were sitting out there. And so we were just sitting there trying to figure that out, you know. And I looked behind me in the sky, and I start seeing something like coming out of the sky, and I'm trying to figure out what it was. And it was something like this, but I can't really explain it because it was more massive and bigger and wider, and I think the artwork is not going to really do it any justice. But this is as close as I could get to it. But as I kept looking at it, I realized that it was giant slabs of concrete coming out of the sky. And I said, that's concrete. You know, that's what it's looking like, rock or concrete. Concrete was in my head. And I'm like, hey, you know, look at that, man. It's like concrete. That's concrete. You know, those are not clouds. It's concrete coming out the sky. And I was like, what the hell is concrete coming out of the sky for? You know, and I was like really like bugged out about this concrete. And it was coming down very slowly, you know. And it was like easing down like the way the clouds go if they're going slow. And as it came down more, I realized that it was a concrete ship. It was all concrete. You know, it looked like this grayish concrete. You know how concrete looked. It was like this, and it was the width of the heavens. Let's say that it was the most massive ship that anybody could ever imagine. Now I was thinking, okay, if God come down in the ship, it would be nothing that you can actually really imagine. It was long as crap, and I'm talking about it was wide. It was like wider than the heavens. That's how big it was. It was huge, and I was like, now that's God's ship. That's what I said. I said only God could be in something that big. That was huge. I'm talking about this thing was so huge. That's why we were seeing the planets. It was pushing the planets down. As it was coming down, it was pushing the planets down with it, you know, to us. And I said, when it hit the moon, it's gonna go boom, you know. And lo and behold, when it hit the moon, boom, and then some big earthquake happened, and you know, everything just started going haywire from there. And I noticed this in other people's dreams and stuff like that. I went to go warn the people, hey, get out of the apartments. You know, God's ship is coming down. And people were arguing. I'm like, how can they argue at a time like this? And somebody was like, I don't think we need to move. They got a gun. They got guns, you know. And I was like, no, we need to get the hell out of here. God's ship is coming down, you know. And then the guy said, well, I'll go and try to resolve the problems with them. And we got out of there, right? And the dream went further on, and where I was like trying to warn everybody in my family. Like I was trying to sit them down, and you know it was chaos going on while I was trying to sit everybody down and tell them what was going on. You know, like God's ship is coming down out of the sky right now. You know, and then in a dream I was telling people, this is weird. It's like switched over to another part where I was trying to sit my family down and tell them the dream that I had in a dream. That was crazy. And so some said this is very important. So when I woke up, I actually woke my family up and I told them, I said, I had this dream. And my daughter was like, I had a dream too. And she said she had dreams of spaceships coming. And I said, that's crazy because that's what I had a dream about. But she had dreams of more spaceships coming. Like she said, they were large spaceships and they were arriving. And my dream was this the largest spaceship that anybody could imagine. So if you look at the sky, and I don't know why it didn't darken the whole sky, but it was the most massive thing I ever seen in life. It was more to the dream, but I just wanted to get to the part of God's ship coming down. It was more like personal issues in there, like family members that are no longer here on this earth that we were doing things with. It was like crazy, and I decided to leave that part out, but the part about God coming down and we basically trying to warn people, warn my family. Yeah, that was crazy, and I have never had any dreams like this before. So you guys tell me what y'all think in the comments. Let's wrap the news.